Yes, they should have never done it. Guys, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. My brother Big Mike. Bro. I ain't even talk to Big Mike. Yo, listen. Listen, I know you guys are tired of my act, but this was a willing cause for me being late.
Hey,
I'm gonna let it be known. I tried to make my wife happy. There's a breast cancer walk today.
You had to finish that one.
Yo, downtown Newark. I went. They left without me. I went. Try to find somewhere to park. It's nowhere to fucking park.
Yeah.
I wanted to walk real quick and then bounce and then get on the air with my brother Big Mike, man. But bro, I didn't get a chance to walk. I showed up, showed my face, waved, turned back around, and came home.
Man, it's all good, bro.
I try to make the wifey happy, so her and my daughter are walking, my in-laws are walking, and salute to them. You know what I mean? It's a worthy cause. Both of my sisters had breast cancer and they beat it, so it is definitely a worthy. Both of my older sisters, so it is a worthy cause. They're out there doing the Lord's work. I have to come here and curate over the debauchery that is Raider Nation right now. My brother Big Mike is in the place. I just want to let you know, if Raider Primos is in the chat, we have some unfinished business from Instagram. Some nasty work, everybody. And I don't want to start the show off like this. We normally are very, very measured here. But Raider Primos.
Family show.
It is a family. Thank you, Big Mike.
Family show.
Raider Primos, you need to come to the front of the congregation with that filth that you left on Big Mike's page. You are going to get blocked as soon as you come here. Gulags for you for 90 seconds.
Might as well turn yourself in right now, bro. It's a wrap.
Thank you, Hug D's. Block him immediately. I mean, it was filthy.
Yeah.
But Big Mike, man, what's the deal, my brother?
Man, hey, everything's good, bro. Hey, shout out to, all the women that have overcame and is still battling with breast cancer. It is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Hey, salute to everybody who supports, and bigger salute to everybody who's still battling with that, man.
No, that's a fact, man. That is a fact. I mean, the world needs to really figure out, how to curate what's going on with all of these cancers, cures. We lost D'Angelo earlier this week. I think he had pancreatic cancer, which is a humongous loss to the music world. Like, D'Angelo is one of my 3 favorite artists. I love D'Angelo, man. And it sucks, man, to see a talent like that, because we're not getting those talents back into R&B music, into black music, into music in general. We're not getting that. We're not getting that back. Like when guys like D'Angelo pass away, God forbid Stevie Wonder, Prince. We're not getting these guys back, bro.
No.
You got a whole bunch of people on auto tunes, guys that can't hold the tune. You got. I mean, it's a bad batch when they got Drake making R&B records. That boy is tone deaf, man.
Right. It's a dying breed, man. R&B is a dying breed, bro.
That's why I should have. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I should have continued my ascension into music and kept singing. Now I'm old and I don't want to get into that shit now. But God, listen, it is Chief Week, guys.
Let's get it.
Yeah. You said what? You said black music. Yes, black artists that make music, R&B music. Yes, it is a humongous loss. Yes, 100%. You is there a problem with that, bro? Is there a problem with that, Wizard Raider? I just need to know. Is there not, music is for everyone, but is there not a urban R&B chart? Urban is keyword for black, right?
Yeah. So
what are we talking about? Like, I hate when people do shit like that. Like there's not, you know what I'm saying? That's not saying that there's a problem when there's music isn't music in general, but there are different delineations of music, bro. There's Spanish music, there's black music, there's just popular music. Well, like, what the fuck are we talking about here?
Yeah.
Man, get the F up out. What the fuck you wondering for?
Hey, we trying to start shit for, man.
Yeah,
it's game day. You know what I mean?
Motherfucker, stop trying to start shit, man. Try to make this some political bullshit. That's not what we talking about here, bro.
Man, but hey, it's game day, bro. It's game day. Got the coffee ready.
And I do. And I'm a little look, Mike, I don't mean to derail. So if you hate when people do stuff like I just did, then get the fuck out.
Hey.
I mean, it's simple and plain. Go. Let's talk about some football, bro.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Mike.
At the end of the day, let's talk about some football. You know, it's game day. Like I said, we got our backs against the walls for sure. You know, we're 11, 12-point dogs. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. We need to bring the A game. It still might not be enough. But in the meantime, let's have some fun with this, bro.
Yeah, nah, definitely, bro. And listen, man. At the end of the day, bro, you know, this is a game that we need to understand is a litmus test for how the rest of the season is going to be.
Yeah.
This is 100,000 times whether or not they need to focus on building for next year or whether they should try to go for it.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like, and when we start talking about the Chiefs, man, this is a team that is coming together, bro. This team's coming together. Yeah. They have all of their weapons back today.
Right.
Listen, hopefully we can get a dub. But if we're being honest, it's going to be rough. This is the first time in the last few years that you have Xavier Worthy on the field, healthy. Hollywood Brown is on the field, healthy. And Rashee Rice is back, healthy, bro.
Man.
Healthy, bro. And I jumped in the shower. I'm still like, you know, you jump to take a shower after you were walking and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like kind of sweaty, man. But hey, it's going to be a rough one today, y'all. It is going to be a rough one, man. I'm not gonna lie, man.
Yo, and we look at the class of the AFC, right? Nobody's really stepping up to that next level. We were kind of hoping it'll be the Ravens, Bills. Ravens are 1-5. You know, they're climbing uphill. They might make a return. Who knows? Maybe not. Who knows, right? But you also got the Bills, who are struggling, lost 2 in a row. And you got the Colts, not really sold on them being 5-1. It wasn't sold on the Steelers. They lost to the Bengals. Now you're looking at the Chiefs like, hey, you know, this is AFC champs right here. A lot of people kind of wrote them off at the beginning of the season. Now they're sitting here at 3-3 with the loss with the Chargers. They can take over first place today. So this is a big game as far as where the pecking order of the AFC is. If we win this game, then the Chiefs are kind of still in that struggling area where they might still be competing for the wild card, and so are we. But if the Chiefs win this game, now you're talking about them being back in the top class of the AFC, man.
Yeah, and it's looking like they're trending in that direction. Yeah. Salute to everybody in the chat. T-Nipple, I would like to definitely say something. The one thing that I don't do is cap. And the one thing that Wasted don't do is not take showers. If anybody knows me, they know that I can't even do a show until I take a shower. I am a habitual shower taker. Yeah. And I'm still wet, and that is why I'm sweating. I try to run and throw my clothes on real quick. But the one thing Big Mike will tell you, and anyone that's around Wasted will tell you, I smell fucking terrific. But pardon me, everybody. No, George, I definitely take 3 showers a day. I do. I am a habitual shower taker, bro.
Man,
I'm sorry.
Hey, I mean, even for me, like, before I get on the show, no matter what time of day, I got to brush my teeth before I get on the show. Yeah. That's ritual.
Just did that too. Just did that too, bro. I have to, bro. I have to, bro. Look, I can't help it, bro. I am, in the morning before I go to work, when I come home from work, and before I go to bed, I take a shower. Yeah. Especially like when I go to the gym. Yeah. I'm a habitual shower taker. I can't help it, Yeah, but salute, Big Mike, and I'm sorry I derailed the show because I'm all hyper and shit like that.
It's all good, bro.
And my normal tactfulness is gone. But what I would tell you is this: Big Mike, you hit the nail on the head, man, when you start talking about, the hierarchy of the league, right? So listen, a lot of people want to hear some hope. They want to hear exactly how we can win this football game.
Yep.
And guys, the metric hasn't changed from when Antonio Pierce was here. The metric hasn't changed, right? You have to, put the magician in a bag, so to speak.
Yep.
You got to hit the magician. The only way you win this game is if you hit Patrick Mahomes, if you get defensive turnovers and touchdowns, if you sack him and harass him and make him turn the football over. That is the only way you slow this team down. When you living in a world where they're going to spread us out, pause if necessary, but I'm going to be honest with you, they are. And they are going to put Caillou Blue Kelly in some situations. They're going to put Darian Porter in some situations that they may have never been in, in this league. And then we have a situation where, Jermaine Pratt was one of our best coverage linebackers. He is no longer with the Raiders. He is with the Indianapolis Colts right now. And you have to deal with Travis Kelce. Now, the main metric for today's game, as far as covering Travis Kelce, he's not the same old Travis Kelce, but the main metric is to take some of what the Chargers have done with Derwin James at safety, right? And Isaiah Palomar, this has to be a huge game for him. He has to show up big time. Also, Jamal Adams has to be good in coverage today. He is a former safety. He's a little long in the tooth, but he is healthy. Jamal Adams, this has to be a Jamal Adams special, man. A Jamal Adams special. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. Salute to the almost 300 in the room. Get wasted with your brother, wasted. Tell a friend to tell a friend. True Raider Podcast, wasted, and the 10,000 gulags. Oh, listen, is that supposed to be 100,000? 10,000? I think it's 10,000 because
I think that's like 10 foot. I don't know.
What the 10-foot gulag? Because he has like a apostrophe there. So
you need to
salute to my brother, True Raider Podcast. Salute to him. Salute to him. My guy Ant Thompson is in a place. I think the hardest part is this is 100% a reload, and our head coach is 74. I don't want Pete fired, but it's time to go younger. I'm too young to remember. But wasn't John Gruden 35 the first go round? Yeah, John Gruden was a young guy. And normally when you start talking about excellence in the National Football League, you're talking about a youth movement. Right. When you look at Sean McVay, when you look at Kyle Shanahan and all of these guys that have had some success, right? These are young guys. Dan Campbell, I can reach back and remember when Dan Campbell was in the National Football League. There's a lot of young, successful head coaches. But if we're being honest, if you look at who the dean of the National Football League is and who the most successful coach in this league is, Andy Reid. And Andy Reid is old. And a lot of the times when you look back, Bill Belichick was not a spring chicken when he was winning and being successful with the New England Patriots, right? The difference I will say is that these are two men who got their program together and had the latitude and time to put their program together. I think what winds up happening in the National Football League is that people get the rug pulled from under them too fast. Yeah. Right. And this happens with young coaches and old coaches alike. I think we are in a situation where we should definitely be having a situation where, you gotta be patient. The Raiders signed up for this. There's a reason Pete Carroll's here, bro. And it might not be a reason that everybody likes. I spoke about this ad nauseum. I have shorts and things on my channel about this, right? My brother Graph is in the place. Salute the Graphic Raider in the place, broadcasting live from Cali. But bro, when you start talking about why the Raiders have Pete Carroll as their coach, it is simply because when they were out in the hiring cycle, they didn't have a top 5 or 3 pick, so they didn't really have a real direct route to getting a quarterback of the future, and they had Aiden O'Connell as their starting quarterback. So people made other arrangements. I mean, who do you want to coach? You want to coach Aiden O'Connell? You want to coach Caleb Williams? You want to coach, Aiden O'Connell? You want to coach Justin Herbert? You want to coach Aiden O'Connell, or do you want to coach Trevor Lawrence? Even though the Jaguars are getting hot balls rubbed on them right now, it is disgusting work right now. It is horrendous. I mean, they're getting that ass beat. God! Wow! Why the hell do you leave the country to get that ass dog walked? It's unbelievable, bro.
It's nasty work.
But be that as it may, Big Mike, this is the reason why Pete Carroll is here. He was the last of the best. So let's be measured here in our dealings, because everybody always wants to pull the rug and fire people, and you don't have a clear and concise path to replacing said person. You don't, because who would have been our coach after we fired AP if Pete didn't take this job? Might have been Patrick Graham. It might have been, who knows who the fuck it would have been. It would have been somebody that Raider Nation would have been pissed about. And you guys know it. So let's let this thing materialize, good, bad, or indifferent, man.
Yo, here's my thing, bro. What's the difference between a reload and a retool? I hear the word retool a lot, and I think it's a way of people kind of coping with that we're really rebuilding. You know what I mean? Like, we hear the word reload all the time, and I'm like, really, what the hell does that mean? Like, does that mean that, we got some dull tools and now we're getting some new tools? Because regardless, in the NFL, you work with what you got, Yeah. So a rebuild is a retool is a rebuild to me. To me, this is a rebuild, and that's cool, right? If that's the case, we're rebuilding. But here's my concern with it: is with Pete Carroll, who's the guy that he's going to be passing this down to when it's all said and done? If he fixes this in 3 years, right? That's my concern. I don't want to start from scratch in 3 years once we got things figured out under Pete Carroll and what he likes to do, and we pass it down to somebody who wants to do something completely different. Now, the question is, who's going to be that guy in 3 years? Who's going to replace him? That's my issue with it. Now, if it's somebody in the building right now, that's great. Now, it could be a guy like Robbie Leonard, right? It might be. That seems like somebody that would be a perfect candidate to pass this down to. A young guy, somebody who the players love. Max Crosby, that's his guy. That would be a perfect pass down from what we're doing with Pete Carroll. Now, if that's the case, that's the long-term plan, then I'm all for it. But if that's not the case, then we're kind of spinning our wheels and going in circles right now with Pete Carroll.
Well, listen, I'm going to be honest with you, Big Mike, and I might have to push back on you a little bit.
Okay.
I have to make an OG call right now. I gotta make an old man call right now, man. I am sorry right now. Hold on. God! Wow! Old man is getting on his soapbox. Gather around, everybody. Wasted talent is about to get on his soapbox. Look, when you talk about rebuild and retool, right? This is the difference between a rebuild and a retool. Okay. A retool is like buying an investment property, right? And seeing that all you got to do is do things cosmetically. Go in there, put some paint on the wall, put some carpet down, power wash the house, flip it, turn the keys, put it on the market.
Okay.
Right? Now, what a rebuild is knocking it down to the foundation and leaving one wall. Okay. Like completely gutting the place, cleaning house, going and prioritizing draft compensation over the people that are on the roster. Just clean the house, similar to what John Gruden tried to do, right? Yeah. Now, when you talk about who Pete Carroll is going to turn this over to, I'm not concerned about that. You know why? Because I got to see whether or not he can even craft this thing into something successful. Because if he can craft it into something successful, then you're going to have people chomping at the bit to take over this job. If he can't, they're going to take him and everybody who's here and clean house. So it's not really going to matter. The most important metric is that he turns it around. If he doesn't turn it around, he won't even make it 3 years.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If this thing looks the same way next year after they've had 2 full draft class, he'll be getting fired during the season.
That's true.
Let's be for real here, right? So I don't even rebuild, retool, whomever or whatever it may be. The most important thing is that he just turns it around. If he turns it around, bro, it could be Rob Leonard. It could be whomever, right? It could be somebody that they go get off the street, right? People are worried about Brendan Carroll, all of that kind of stuff, man. But, yo, I'm trying to tell you something, man. It is not really my concern. The most concerning thing to me is, does he still have the ability to turn this around?
That's my concern, too.
That's the main concern, bro, because it's not looking like there's a lot of coherent decisions being made. Let me get to some of these super chats. Salute to my brother, Pessimistic Frank. I don't hit that hopium pipe. Good luck. Pessimistic Frank living up to his name even though he has been borderline optimistic, Frank, this year, man. I mean, this guy is an oxymoron. It is unbelievable, man. Salute to my guy, Pessimistic Frank. Salute to Raider Shield family. Showerholics Anonymous, 1-800-NO-STANK. Help is available. Raiders are going to have to put that pressure up in Pete's face all day. Oh, my God. What the F is wrong with this family show? Wait, listen, guys. You guys got to chill, man. Raider Shield family, freaking Raider Primos saying that Big Mike has the. I won't even repeat it. You won't get the satisfaction out of me to be able to clip that and use that against me. But I'm telling you guys, this is a family show. You guys have to clean your vernacular up. You bunch of bums. What the F is wrong with you, man? I can't even believe that I have to sit here and subject myself to this crap, man.
It's a tutorial that says you know what the fuck you doing.
My God, what is wrong with you guys?
Never put pressure in a man's face, man. That's all I'm saying, man.
No, pressure does not belong in any man's face, man.
Yeah,
rebuild is what I meant to say. Big Mike and Wasted, it can't be Chip. And I think we worried about the wrong shit. It might not be Chip because Chip might get his ass fired. It might be grand opening, grand closing on Chip.
Yeah, I think so.
Let's be for real. I don't listen, bro. We are playing the Kansas City Chiefs today. The Chiefs. We're not playing the New England Patriots. We're not playing the lowly Browns or whomever. We're playing the Chiefs. We are playing our mortal enemies. Let's get focused here. I ain't worried about the future. There is no tomorrow. I got to go full Apollo Creed on y'all right now. There ain't no tomorrow. Come on, Stallion. What's wrong with you, Stallion? There is no tomorrow, Rock. Yo, we got to go out there and slam Patrick Mahomes on his head like the jabroni he is. What's wrong with you guys?
Hey.
Get up and get focused. Sorry, Big Mike.
Hey, and what does that look like? What does that look like? How do we
violence and pain? I am going to go all the way back to the charlatan Antonio Pierce. Intent, violence, and pain. It means, hey, maybe it's time to get dirty. Maybe it's time to get dirty. And I know you guys can pause while you're. Maybe it's time to take a penalty or two. Maybe it's time to crash into Patrick Mahomes when he does that little fake when he's going to the sideline like a fucking comet. And I know this is a family show, and I don't give a damn. Yo, you need to hit him, bro. Take the penalty. I don't give a shit. Make sure it's early in the game so you set the tone and it don't cost us the game. I
agree. And even just a football perspective, right? Strategy-wise, everybody's got to play A+ football. To me, I think that for us to win this game, Max Crosby has to have a career game today. I think he has to have an absolute game out of his mind. Now, he's been playing at that level pretty much the last couple games, but this game, he has to be at that level for us to win this one. He has to be out of this world.
Borderline Khalil Mack, like a Khalil Mack Panthers game. He has to have a career-defining game, bro.
Absolutely.
He really does. Big Mike, you've never lied about that. But see, this is the thing, right? What does that look like? What does that look like to you, right? You know what I'm saying? Is it turnovers? I mean, most of this is him and a lot of these other players generating turnovers. Most of this is guys like Caillou Blue Kelly having a career game.
Yeah.
This means that, you have to play mistake-free football. Geno Smith definitely needs to play mistake-free football. We cannot win this game turning the football over. If Geno Smith turns the football over one time, our chances to win this football game drop dramatically. I mean, almost 50% in my purview. He can't turn the football over, man.
Hey, we also gotta turn back the clock on Jamal Adams and Devin White. We gotta see those guys play what they played, 5 years ago. That's what we need from them too. We need to see Super Bowl. We need to see Super Bowl Devin White. Yeah, absolutely. So I saw in the chat that Jacoby Myers is officially out. I think it's grand opening, grand closing, like you say, man.
Yes, sir.
That's it. He's gonna be out next week. I think he's gonna be gone next week.
And listen, it's funny, right? Because my view, I think that Jacoby Myers and all of the players that are on 1-year contracts that we're not quite sure about, I think there needs to be some motion, right?
Yeah.
The thing about the Jacoby Myers thing is, what I really was thinking, I was like, well, look, man, if you can get a third for Jacoby, it makes a whole hell of a lot of sense to move him, right?
Yeah.
But if you get anything below that, you're in a situation where you do not necessarily know whether the compensation is going to match, right? Because of the compensatory pick thing. Now, when you start talking about compensatory picks, that is a metric that is not the easiest thing to calculate.
Right.
It is not the easiest thing to calculate. And it's funny, man, because I definitely was saying just move him, right? But if you're gonna get something similar to him in a compensatory pick status, then it doesn't make sense to move him at that point, because you're not really saving any cap money at this point that you're going to use, right? And if you're going to get a fourth rounder anyway, you might as well let him play the season out. But the thing with Jacoby, the way he's been playing, there is a part of me where I feel like it might be addition by subtraction. I think that Jacoby Myers not having a contract has affected how and listen, rightfully so, right? He doesn't have a whole lot of things to protect himself, man. He, and let's be for real here. This guy is out there, butt bone naked out there. If he gets hurt, his career and his financial future is in jeopardy.
Absolutely.
It is. So I don't think Jacoby Myers is going to throw himself around like how he used to. He's been
he shouldn't.
Hallmark has been being a terrific blocker, correct? Right? He's not going to do that this year. And there have been a couple of times where I've seen Jacoby Myers kind of mail it in, right? So this might be addition by subtraction, right? If you don't plan on keeping him, you might want to get into a situation where you move on from him and you allow people who know that they're going to be here for the foreseeable future to throw themselves around and get in a situation where they can help Genty in his running game take over, because that's pretty much what it's going to take for the Raiders to win this football game, man.
Yeah, absolutely. There's two caveats to this whole situation, right? As the Raiders, as an organization, that you're going to probably move on from Jacoby Myers regardless, right? So here's the factors. You also want to take care of a player who's been a guy who's gone 100% for you and it's just not working out right now, right? Yeah. So does that mean that you're doing him a service like, all right, we want to send you somewhere where you can succeed and you can, outside of the AFC, but somewhere where you can, continue your career and continue success, because, we appreciate what you've done. We're not trying to screw you over, right? There's that factor. Here's the other factor. If you do trade him now, you got to eat $7 million, right? That's the cap. That's the cap hit, the dead money cap hit, right? So it would have to exceed anything over a fourth round for it to make sense, right? So that's a dilemma you face between business and taking care of a player. Now, what does that look like? The question is do you go, would you get rid of him for a third round pick? And is that moving up from a third in comparison to a fourth, is it worth eating $7 million? That's the big question, because we're likely not going to get a second unless we find a team that's desperate for a wideout, a weapon at wideout who feel like they can win now. Maybe you get a second, right? That's a low percentage of that happening, but the likeliness is you would trade him only if you get like a third. And if that's the case, is it worth eating $7 million in that situation?
I'm gonna be honest with you, Mike. Yes.
Okay.
Third round picks are high draft pick. It's high draft capital, and also in a year where you have a situation where you can possibly maybe have to move up for a particular player, a quarterback. This is a big quarterback draft. Having as much draft ammunition, premium draft ammunition in the coffers is premium and key for a situation that we have this year. There are a lot of quarterbacks this year. Your guy might not be the guy that everyone has as the number one guy off the board. Nobody has really come to the front of the congregation and said that they are the guy. There's not one guy in this draft. So it might be Nico. It might be Maivia from USC. It might be one of these guys that are in that 10 to 11 range. And the Raiders could be drafted in the middle of the draft, and they might need that third to move up.
True.
So I say 100%. If you're not part of the solution, then you're part of the problem. And if Jacoby's not going to be part of the solution here, and he's not long for the Raiders, move on from him, bro. You have to be proactive instead of reactive. Proactive organizations in the National Football League are the ones that are the most successful. It really is. And yo, salute to Ant Thompson with the fire ass question, yo. Salute to everybody. Yo, we got over 500 in the room. Get wasted with your brother, wasted, and Big Mike. And you guys know what Big Mike say. It's like the thumb.
Hit the sub and share with your folks. Big Mike Raider.
Oh my God. Oh my God. My guy, Luis Lopez. I think it's Chip Kelly. It actually makes sense. No, it really doesn't. Chip Kelly is not a spring chicken either.
No.
He's not a spring chicken. He's not well liked. He's pissing everybody off in the building right now. Yep. I definitely think that his audition as head coach, based off of his personality and some of the shit that's going on with the Raiders right now, kind of shows me that he ain't going to be the guy. Yeah, he shouldn't be the guy. He hasn't done well being the guy.
Yeah.
Right. And even the success that he had at Oregon was very, very highly inflated because Oregon is a program that is ran by Nike and he has unlimited resources, bro. And they still didn't even get a chip out of that.
It's true.
They went to the chip. They didn't get a chip. They had the best of the best. He got people with these shakes and meal plans and bullshit, bogusness that F up out of here with that crap. There ain't gonna be no damn Chip Kelly. Yo, my guy, Hug D's, wasted 3 times in 20 years winning a division. 0.43 divisional win rate is disgusting. I hated sending you that video, but the truth will set us free, bro. Yes, man. Damn. It will. And bro, that video, I had to digest it. I was going to talk about it during the week. You know what I mean? Because this is a show where we are trying to get everybody on the hope train. Energy cannot be created or destroyed. We want positive energy going to the game. But if we're being real, yo, there hasn't been a whole lot of success in this organization, bro. And that we don't realize what we sign up for every year being Raider fans, man. Mm-hmm. You know, you're essentially signing up to be disappointed a lot of times, and it's sad, and it makes me sad. And I hope it changes, man. And that's the reason why I want to get into this really quick, Big Mike. You know, and we're gonna get into the injury report. We're gonna talk about the game, some of the people that are out, and then I want to move on. And guys, get your fantasy football questions loaded and ready to roll, right? Yeah. But I want to get into how compensatory picks. Somebody sent me an article on Twitter, man. I think it's SinCal Raider, one of these guys. They sent it to me, and I thought it was a really, really good article from a few years ago. And I wanted to kind of, because it's like this mystery of how you get those picks, right? Mm-hmm. So let's start with the basics. Firstly, a CFA must both, right? So when we talk about CFAs, you're talking about a qualifying free agent. Must be an unrestricted free agent, which excludes players who are cut, or restricted free agents who are not given tender, who are signed with the new team prior to 4 p.m. Eastern on the following Monday of the NFL draft prior to free agency period, be ranked within the top 35% of all league players in terms of adjusted average salary per year, playing time, and other performance indicators laid out by the National Football League during the year they sign their contract, right? Teams that lose CFAs to other teams other than themselves or acquired, the other teams that are even eligible to receive comp picks, and those comp picks are awarded a year after losing the player in free agency, which generally subtracts around from their value, although this is a dispute and for good reason. Thus, the argument is that we don't really know whether we're even going to receive that. We have to look at a lot of Jacoby Myers' performance indicators and how he was traded and all of that. So that is the reason why my concerns about trading him and thinking about compensatory value is out the window now. You know, a bird in their hand is worth more than one in the bush. So whatever draft capital you get is something that is substantial as far as I'm concerned, yo. Salute to everybody in the goddamn chat, man. My guy Canetown Raider is in the place, man. The Raider Canetown, Lametown Raider, man. What a F. If we turn it around, the only heir apparent is Chip Kelly. They ain't paying him all that money for nothing. By the way, prioritizing, pause, wasted foot fetish confirmed. No, listen, man. I saw that and I was going to read it. I am not letting Graf come in here and derail my show with his effing crap. This is a man who's, listen, bro, we not doing this, bro. We are not doing this. Listen, I want to ask you guys something. What is Graphic Raiders' main saying? It is wipe them feet. And I'm the one with the foot fetish? Get the F up out of here. This is not going to reverberate like the gout stuff. You are not passing your aspersions on me, Graphic Raider. You will be unceremoniously for your crap. Wipe them feet. And I'm the one with the damn foot fetish. Get the F up out of here.
Hey, shout out to my veterans, my Navy veterans. That sounds like something that would get done in Thailand somewhere, getting your feet wiped. I'm gonna leave it at that, man. If you know, you know. If you know, you know.
Listen, you guys gotta get out with your weird military crap. Get the F up out of here with your crap, yo. Oh yeah, Big Mike, this is for you too.
Oh shit.
No, this is for you. Bang Zoom.
Sorry ass Lincoln Riley ass team, man. Every year,
Lincoln
bro.
Riley is ass, bro. They need to fire that dude, man. He is terrible, yo. Y'all gonna go hire Franklin?
Man, hey, I take it. I take it. They wouldn't do it though. They're gonna stick with him. Continue to struggle on defense every year, but you know, it is what it is.
Yo, he said, y'all just gonna skip my. Oh my goodness. No, listen, it is called curating a show, Cane Town Raiders, something that I've tried to teach you how to do. But the fact that you have a mattress back, you have a back the size of a goddamn queen size bed, and you couldn't get out of your own way to get your big Yeti looking ass on here to talk some ball. This is how you curate a show, Cane Town.
Bam Bigelow.
Bam Sickalo. Yo, salute to everybody in the chat. Yo, my God, G Rich with the $2 slapperoonie. I hope Patrick G is the next head coach. Bro, listen. Guys, live in the now right now. Look, the Raiders are playing the Chiefs. We're in the middle of the season, bro. It's not over. If they win this game, they might be able to turn the season around. Let's live in the now. I ain't worried about who's going to be the coach 3 years from now. I don't even know if I'm going to be alive 3 years from now. Hopefully I am.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And, yo, salute to Robert Hicks gifting 5 Big Mike Raider memberships, making the Big Mike Raider fleet grow in droves. Oh, my God. Salute
yes,
to
sir.
him.
Yes, sir.
Big Mike, let's do a reunion tour. Ghetto Boys, Willie D.
Come on, bro.
Give it up for the originalists. H-Town's finest. Who gonna be Scarface? Who gonna be Scarface, Willie D? Hey, say, hey, you know me, the leader of the Ghetto Boys. I thought it had came, but it was gold medal flower.
Wow.
They know about Willie D, man. Willie D, man. Willie D was the man, bro. But yo, Eric Kerr, while trying to refresh the what the F is going on? NFL live stream. Somebody hug these. One of you guys, can you block? Oh, look, we are being attacked by the bots, man. We are being attacked. This is crazy, man.
Yeah.
Yo, grab ready, wipe them toes, y'all.
Wow.
Yo, salute. Yo, so look, let's get into the injury report, Big Mike. Because there's one injury on the Chiefs side that I think that we need to really talk about this particular injury, right? Because you talk about a quarterback, their best friend is what? The blind side protection, a running game, and a wide receiver. Now Patrick Mahomes is getting a bunch of that back today, but what he is losing is his stellar young rookie. Yeah, listen, bro. This is a big issue for Patty Mahomes, man. And now you got a situation where Josh Simmons is out. He did not participate. I think he's going through something personal. He's not going to play today. Yeah. What do you make of that? And this kind of leans into one of the ways the Raiders could possibly sneak out of here with a dub, and Max Crosby having the kind of game that we speak of. Yeah,
I mean, I'm gonna tie in who needs to step up and what you need to also look for, right? Now, we're hoping that this is a Malcolm Kuntz game, right? He's usually on that side where the left tackle is, but we haven't got really much of anything from him. So does that mean it's a Tyree Wilson type of game, or do you move Max Crosby everywhere? We've kind of been seeing a lot of that this season. Keep an eye on Malcolm Kuntz and with the percentage of snaps he's getting, because he might be on the block too. I have a feeling he might also be on the block, depending on how many snaps he's getting. You can't really healthy scratch a Malcolm Kuntz because that wouldn't make any sense, right? But just keep an eye on how many snaps he's getting in this game. If you're going to attack the backup, you need to put Max Crosby on that side. You have to do it. You have to do it.
You got to move him around, right?
Yeah, you have to move him around. And then on the other side, whoever that defensive end, maybe it's Snowden. Maybe we put Snowden on the other side and attack Jawan Taylor, the walk-in penalty, right? I think that a guy like Snowden can be a big X factor in this game as long as you move him on the side where he's attacking the right tackle. Because I think that you could really put anybody at that position to attack Jawan Taylor. He's the weak link of that offensive line. But if you're going to attack the backup left tackle, you got to put Max Crosby right there.
Yeah, you definitely do. And listen, man, personally, it's Max Crosby, but it's not all on Max Crosby, right? Like Jonah Luwalu has been playing very well, right?
He's been playing very well.
But listen, there's a guy that nobody's been talking about that got cashed out this year. His name is Adam Butler. Where the hell has he been when it comes to pass rushing? Where's Adam Butler been? Listen, the closest distance between 2 points is a straight line.
Absolutely.
The defensive tackles have to get pressure up the middle because that's going to make Patrick Mahomes go outside of the pocket, and that is going to be where the Raiders can get free shots on Patrick Mahomes. Possibly disrupt the game, possibly knock his ass out of the game.
Yeah. Right? We've been getting more from Lucky Foe too than we have from Adam Butler.
And listen, and Adam Butler is riding around cashing a big check every single week. It is time for Adam Butler to come to the front of the congregation. It's time for him to show up. Tyree Wilson is another guy that they need to line up at defensive tackle. They need to have packages with Tyree Wilson, Butler, Malcolm Kuntz is on the field, and Max Crosby. Heavy pass rush. Devin White needs to be rushed from the will linebacker. Listen, Jamal Adams, they need to dial up pressure all game because let me tell you something. When you start talking about the Kansas City Chiefs, that is exactly what is going to happen to the Raiders today. Now, I am concerned. I am so concerned, bro. One of my guys in the chat just put, I am concerned for Ashton Genty's life because Chris Jones is on a mission. Chris Jones, bro. And these are the kind of games that I wonder why the Raiders do not, when they're crafting their roster, why they don't craft a roster to kind of combat what's going on in the division, bro. You know, to me, you got to build your roster to beat the people in your division. That is how you build a real roster, right? So by having Jordan Meredith at center is a failure. It's organizational malpractice to do that.
I agree.
Because you see what happened to Andre James, and Andre James is a much better center than Jordan Meredith, bro. I'm sorry, absolutely. Bro. So Andre James used to get taken to the woodshed anytime there was a defensive tackle that was a guy that was a Pro Bowl level guy, a disruptive guy, a big guy. Jordan Meredith is the same. He's one and the same as Andre James. And I think this is a game where, man, Geno Smith has to get outside of the pocket. He has to make plays with his legs. I think that they got to have a lead blocker to kind of help slow Chris Jones down in the run game to get Ashton Genty going. They have to be purposeful to run to the left side because everybody knows most of the production this season without Colton Miller has been to the right side. It is because listen, DJ Glaze has played pretty goddamn well. JPJ is playing terrific. It's when you start talking from Meredith, Parham over with Stone, high stakes foresight is where you have your issue. This is a game where I would hope the Raiders bring in like a guy like a JJ Pegues. I would hope the Raiders go and bring in an extra lineman and have him as an eligible receiver. Things of that nature. You know, like this is one of them games where you have to have, max protection, bro. Max protection, Big Mike. What do you think, my brother?
Yeah, I agree. I want to see some misdirection, a lot of misdirection, some counters, some stuff to have that front defensive line, particularly Chris Jones, slow him down to where he has to think about his keys, where they're going, reading the blocks and things like that. Not just where he can just pin his ears back and just do what he wants to do. Motion Michael Mayer, in a counter situation, send him as a lead blocker, have him pull, right? You want to have that offensive line moving around. You want to have some smoke and mirrors kind of on the offense as far as trying to establish that run game. So you slow down that defensive line.
Oh, that is factual, my brother Big Mike, bringing the gospel. My guy, Mr. Akon, Stone Foreskin. Listen, Stone Foreskin, this is a family show. What the F is wrong with you, man? Stone Foreskin, come on, bro. Do you know what kind of people? Come on, bro. This guy comes in throwing us under the bus with his crap, Mr. Akon. I mean, this is crazy. Stone foreskin. I mean, that is a problem if you have stone foreskin.
Yeah,
This man is up in here talking about gargoyle privates. It's crazy, man.
That's messing with the wrong lady if you do that, bro. You got stone foreskin.
Bro, man. Yo, so listen, bro. Hug D's, the mod guy, is talking about actives and inactive. Big Mike, do you have the actives and inactives pulled up? I forgot to pull them up. You got them, brother?
Let me pull that up, bro.
If you have it, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna read the last injury report that I have. For the Raiders, Brock Bowers was limited. He's not gonna be playing. Dylan Labe was limited Friday. I don't necessarily know whether he's gonna be playing. I think he should be playing today. Jacoby Myers is not playing today. Alex Bachman is limited. He's questionable, but I would imagine that he's playing. Justin Shorter did not participate. He's a full participant. He should be playing. And Max Crosby's playing today, right? Now, when you start talking about the Kansas City Chiefs, you know, everybody on their injury report besides Josh Simmons were full participants, and they should be playing. From Rashee Rice coming back, Xavier Worthy, Juwan False Start Taylor is going to be playing. Jerry Tillery, man, was not listed. He's a full participant. The great and powerful Jerry Tillery. Hopefully he fucks up their game. And then, we have breaking news from the great graphic Raider. Dylan Labe told him he's good today, man. See, listen, we give you information and not affirmation over here, bro. Sir. Listen. See, you know what I'm saying? Yo, bro, I love that. Pop your collar graph. Like, for real, bro. It's not a whole lot of people who can do that, bro. Not a whole lot of people who can do that. Wait, listen, bro. I have to allow you to cook on that one, my brother. I gotta allow you to cook. I want to play Let Them Cook, but I can't play it that long because it might demonetize the video. But who gets
I got you.
That's done.
There you go. I was about to do it. Bump. I got you, bro.
Right. Thank you. I appreciate you, brother. With the Dougie Fresh back up there. Big Mike, you got the inactives and actives for the day, my brother?
Yeah, so it's looking like Zamir White. Hey, Jacoby Myers, inactive today. Caleb Rogers, Brock Bowers. There goes our JJ Pegues strategy right there. He's inactive, and Tonka Hemingway. So
why are they not playing Tonka?
Yeah, I don't know, bro.
Listen,
I don't get it.
Listen, they know better than me, man. They know better than me. Let me get back to some of these supers. My guy Ant Thompson. It's got to be a Genty special. Special teams and Gino got to be the most prolific they've ever been. No cap. Now, listen, this special teams unit, Big Mike, what do you make of Tom McMahon, bro? If the special team shits the bed today, do you think there should be a Black Monday firing for him, bro? I think he should be out of here, bro. This guy has been horrendous since he's been here. The special teams definitely needs a wake-up call. And we're not talking about, Carlson and AJ Cole and the returners. The returners have been pretty good. We're talking about kick coverage, the gunner. We're talking about blocking on extra points. These are things that should never be a highlight for a team like the Raiders who do not have a lot of depth. That's the kind of stuff that needs to be buttoned up. You're going to win any kind of games in this freaking league, man. I mean, to me, bro, I think Tom McMahon, and I never call for people's jobs, but they need to replace Tom McMahon if this doesn't get together, man.
Yeah, they can't have a bad game. We're already backs against the wall. You can't lose the special teams and already be, behind the 8 ball with the rest of the, offense and defense. You lose in special teams. This game, you got to go. You got to go. I hate to say it too, but you got to go after that one, man. You got to go.
Salute to Silver Stunner. How come nobody talks about Parham being traded? He has no deal for next year. I think Wilson is having a great year for the playing time he gets. I do too, but this is the thing, right? I don't understand why, there wasn't that compete clause for him. Like, so we don't know what this line looks like without him being out there because they haven't played anybody in his spot all year because he's supposed to be a senior. Like, really, he's the senior member of this offensive line without Colton Miller being out there.
Yep.
He's the dean of this offensive line. Like, so we got to ask ourselves, right? Why hasn't Dylan Parham, like, is there something that we're seeing to where there's an excuse for why he's been a turnstop at guard? Like, they haven't even thought about playing Caleb Rogers, right? Yeah, Alex Papa has gone in platoon and been bad, right? But so we trade Dylan Parham to Woodaville. Does that mean we're starting Alex Kappa now? Do we really want that?
No.
You know what I mean? So to me, you know, and I don't see anybody in the National Football League that'll give you anything substantial for Dylan Parham. I mean, Dylan Parham, for God's sakes, was a 3rd-round pick to begin with. They're not going to give you trade value that's commiserate to where he was drafted. That's just not going to happen, right? So to me, Dylan Parham plays for the rest of the year unless you have an improvement, bro. And my guy, Green Ranger, 25, man. Salute with the $5 slapperoonie. Guys, and you know what? Let's get off of the Chiefs Raiders stuff. Let's get in the transition to a little wagering, a little fantasy football, guys. You guys have the floor. Get your fantasy football questions in, and we're gonna kick it off with my brother Green Raider. Who should I start in my flex for fantasy? Nick Chubb or Jack Besh?
Oh, I would go Nick Chubb. I mean, until you see something from Jack Besh, I'd stay away from Jack Besh. Now, if you truly believe he's going to really get some action on this game, and get the ball, get some good targets, go Jack Besh if you really feel that way. But you got to go with the proven name, Nick Chubb, right here.
Oh my God, man. Dog. That to me, this is not even a question. Jack Besh the idea of Jack Besh is a lot better than how he's played. If we're being honest, he's a rookie. He's done nothing in this league to warrant starting him in fantasy football. You know, and I know that he's going to get a lot more snaps. I know, you want to deal with the hopium because Jacoby Myers is not out and he's going to get all of Jacoby Myers targets and stuff like that. And that's a strong, kind of logic, right? But when you're talking about a guy like Nick Chubb, this is a guy that's going to get touches. He's a running back. He's always one touch from taking off and scoring a touchdown. Jack Besh might be on the field and Geno Smith might have sight blindness and not throw him the damn football because the guy's been open he's been open like a jaybird the whole time he's been on the field, and Geno just doesn't look his way. Salute to my brother, Big Lil Bosco. I seen Adam over pushing the lot this season, Big Mike. Remember how Coach Lee used to coach us D linemen to stop making plays but disrupt the play? Maybe that's why Adam's been MIA. That is. I mean, Big Mike, could you give me a little insight into the Big Mike Raider, Big Little Schmeedy and Bosco tandem at defensive tackle?
Oh man, yo, this starts way back freshman year, bro. When we was playing JV ball, we was moving around, linebacker, D line, we was everywhere, right? But one thing that we were taught at the senior when we made to the varsity level, Coach Lee was like, "Hey, you're going to be a guy that has to, clog the hole so our linebackers can make plays." Right? Pause if necessary. I got
Listen, bro. If you're not clogging holes, what are you doing?
Hey, that's true. I'll say that. But as a defensive tackle, sometimes your job is to let your linebackers make plays, and we've seen that from Devin White, and we've seen that from our linebackers. So maybe that is the case from Adam Butler. Maybe he's taking on double teams. Maybe he's just doing his job as far as just kind of plugging a hole, right? That is a case that happens a lot with D tackles. Sometimes those stats, you'll see a defensive tackle stats and be like, yo, he didn't really do anything. But when you go into the film, you're like, okay, this guy really made a big difference in the game. So that is a thing, bro. That is a thing.
Yo, salute to Big Mike Raider and Big Lil Schmeedy and Bosco giving us the in-depth defensive tackle speak. Oh my God, it just doesn't get any better than the morning show. Yo, salute to my guy Martin. Martin from way across the pond is over at his first Raider game. He is from Great Britain. He is a tea and crumpet eating connoisseur. Salute to my guy Martin, man. He is up right now. He's hyped, and I'm gonna tell you something, Martin. Listen, my brother, you enjoy yourself, man. You are 198 years old. 198 years old. So take it easy out there, my brother. Take it easy, man. Oh, wait. My guy, Rorschach, the Shogun, wasted talent and Big Mike. Goddamn. Yo, grab. The Houston O-line is terrible. Best special today. Listen, bro. You tripping, Graf. But listen, I'll give it to you. If you want to go out on a limb and say that Jack Besh is going to go nuts, man, listen, salute to you, my brother. Salute to you. Hold on. T Nipple, Trey Tucker or Marvin Harrison Jr. today. T Nipple is a GOAT. So let me ask you a question, man. What do you think about that, man? I mean, Trey Tucker has become wide receiver number 1, right?
Yep.
Is Geno Smith going to be productive throwing the football today is the question, right? When you're handcuffed to Geno Smith for your production, it's hard for me to tell you to start Trey Tucker over a guy like Marvin Harrison Jr. But I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to go Trey Tucker. And this is why. Is Kyler Murray back?
No, I don't think he's back yet.
Kyler Murray's not back yet, right? So now you have Jacoby Brisket throwing the football to him. I'm trying to tell y'all something, man. This is a Trey Tucker special. I think Trey Tucker's always good for at least a bomb or two. You know what I mean? He's good for at least 8 to 10 points. I'm going with Trey Tucker. Salute to the legend, Violator. Salute Wasted and Big Mike. Have a fantastic day. Raiders, my dog. Violator in the place.
Violator in the building, man. Salute to you, man. Salute.
Yo, salute to my guy Grab. He says, I just cut a chub. He was killing me in fantasy. Yo, whoa, whoa,
yo,
whoa. Grab, man. This guy is horny early in the morning, man. I mean, my God, it's 9:19 in the morning where you are, and you're talking about cutting chubs and all this other crap. What's going on with you, Grab? It's a
hey, you put chub and fantasy in the same sentence. That's nasty work, bro.
This is crazy, Grab. Unbelievable, crazy. Man.
Insane, bro. What are you doing?
Yo, my God, yo, my dog. He said, Big Mike is right. I just have a hunch. No, you. Yo, listen. I hope you're right. From your lips to God's ears, right?
Yeah, I hope so too, man.
Seriously, I hope Jack Bech goes crazy because listen, he is essentially his wide receiver number 2 in an offense without Brock Bowers, in an offense without Jacoby Myers, right? Jack Bech has been shorthanded. Yo, no, Graham. Listen. No. We're gonna omit some facts here, bro. We're gonna get creative. We're gonna get creative with the bang zooming here, my brother.
Yes, sir. Hey, that's called selective reading.
Oh, that is what that is called. Hold on, brother. Hold on. This is the conspiracy. It's a
there you go.
Conspiracy, my brother. A CO conspiracy. Nah, but yo, look, in all seriousness, though, I could see Jack Bech breaking out, but when you talk about fantasy, bro, sometimes, we try to overthink things. I know that Nick Chubb is going to get the football. This is what I know, right? I don't necessarily know if Geno, one, is going to have the time. Geno Smith, as currently constituted, if he is shell-shocked, like Lincoln Kennedy said, right? Mm-hmm. He's not getting time, and Chris Jones is harassing him. This could be a bad game here, bro.
Yep.
Hey, Graf, I'm not reading that, and listen, I'll swear.
I saw that.
Yo, listen, I will swear to stack of Bibles, Graf, that was not even said. I don't even know what the F you talking about, Graf. I don't know. Listen, Graf, I don't know what the F you talking about. I mean, this guy go. That's right. That is right, Tuck Taylor. That is subsequently what she said. Bang zoom. My keyboard is working. That's right. Ruben Russ is right. Wasted reads Graf's comments like Geno reads a defense.
There you go.
Very, very selective, bro. Yeah. But bro, Shock Bowers goes, oh, this is nasty work. How many parole officers will be at the game monitoring chief players? I don't know, bro.
Oh, damn.
I don't know. But you know what, man? I don't think any, because they don't ever seem to get in trouble for the shit they do.
Yeah.
They don't get in any trouble, bro. Listen, you got Chiefs players sniffing lines of blow off of cheerleaders' asses, and nothing ever happens to these guys. It's crazy.
It's true.
Hey, bro, both of them. Yo, look, don't do it, yo. So, all right, look, fantasy football stuff, wagering. Big Mike, you had a parlay.
Yeah.
You had a master parlay, a masterful parlay. Now, listen, guys, this is information, not affirmation, but it also gamble at your own risk. We're not telling you to do this, right? But if you would like to, we're going to sprinkle some gems on you, man. And listen, a lot of times when I say sprinkle, you guys get all crazy, and I don't want to do that to you. But sometimes things get sprinkled around. It's just what happens. Yeah. I mean, with the F's going on here. Salute, man, to everybody in the chat, man. We got 600 people in the room early in the morning. I mean, this is crazy, man. This is absolutely great here, man.
Man.
Yo, listen. So Big Mike, you got this parlay. Guys out there, the games are about to start in probably almost 30 minutes, right? You guys want to go do this. You want to go run in your FanDuel, whatever, whatever you guys want to do. We got some information for you. Big Mike, hit it, Big Mike.
All right, so I picked 5, right? Rule number 1, don't bet on any early morning games, the ones that are overseas. It's been a killer all season for me, and even wasted, right? Like
my God.
Last week you picked somebody and then it was like, oh, it didn't hit, right? Yeah. I got Devontae Adams going over 85.5 yards. Puka Nacua was out, but he has 2 touchdowns, so a big game for him, but he's only at 34 yards right now. I don't think he's going to exceed that 85.5. So here's my next 4 that you guys want to keep a look at, right? Justin Fields over 166.5 passing yards. He can't possibly have another bad game. I'm going to go regression to the mean in this situation. He's going to go over that 166 right here. I think the Jets actually win this game too. Kayshon Boutte, we hit on him last year, right? Last week. Yeah, Booty, whatever his name is, right? 31.5 receiving yards, go over that, right? I think what's the dude? Diggs. I think he's dealing with an injury. He might not get as many targets as he usually gets. So go with Boutte or Booty, whatever his name is, over 31.5 receiving yards. Kimani Vidal, the running back for the Chargers. Hey, Omarion Hampton's gone. Najee Harris is gone. He's the next one up. He had over 100 rushing yards last week. I have him going over 55.5 rushing yards. Chargers want to run the ball against the Colts. I think he'll go over that. And then Josh Jacobs, 0.5 anytime touchdown. You got to go with that, man. I mean, this dude's like a walking touchdown machine over in Green Bay. He's always scoring at least 1 over there. So go over the 0.5 anytime touchdown right there.
Jesus Christ, man. It just makes my stomach turn hearing that with the Josh Jacobs thing, man. I got a few prop bets for you guys too. I got Mac Jones going over 22.5 completions right now. Mac Jones is going over his pass completions in his market 4 out of the last 5 games with an average of 25.6 pass completions per game. They're running a lot of West Coast concepts out there. Even though they have Christian McCaffrey, he's a huge part of their passing game. They use a lot of dump offs in that offense. So look for Mac Jones, the accurate Mac Jones, to have over 22.5 passing completions. Also, Christian McCaffrey. I like that one. Over the span of 5 games, Christian McCaffrey has gone over his receptions line. I got Christian McCaffrey going over 5.5 receptions. He's always used in their passing game. That's what Christian McCaffrey is. That is the reason why a lot of people view him as the best all-purpose back in football, man. He's been maintaining an average of 7.4 receptions per game. So, look for him to get busy. And also, we want to talk about a 1 p.m. game. New Orleans at Chicago, man. You got the battle of Spencer Rattler versus his former college teammate and Caleb Williams, man. And listen, man, in this stance, man, we have our guy at Spencer Rattler going over 31.5 passing attempts. I think that, Alvin Kamara is a big part of their offense, but they've been throwing the football a lot in New Orleans, right? And, with 4 instances, of the last 5 games, Spencer Rattler has gone over 31.5 pass attempts, man. So, take that or leave that. Also, man, when you start talking about, how they're going to win this football game, this is going to be a high scoring affair down there, right? And also, when you start talking about pass completion, the pass completion prop bets are great ones, right? Because they're easy, man. They're easy. It's like stealing money, man. So when you start talking about pass attempts, there's a prop bet out there and all of the major gambling sites of Jackson Dart going over 17.5 passing attempts. He's a starting quarterback, man. I can't see a world where he doesn't throw the football at least 20 times this game. Sportsline has an average of 24.5 passing attempts for Jackson Dart. The census line is 17.5. If I were you, I would take that one and run with it, guys. I mean, and that's all my props for the day. And we can go into some fantasy stuff, and then we can start pulling the train into the train tracks. I got Ruben Russ with the $20 slap-a-rooney, man. My dog. He goes, this is a tough game, but I want us to look competitive. No Yannick hyping the team up on the Chiefs logo game. No superstar coverage from Corey Littleton giving up 4 TDs, the Kelsey type game. To build this team, we got to be competitive. And, you got to hit the magician. You got to hit him. You got to slam him on his back. This has got to be the game of Max Crosby and his defensive unit's life. If they want to win this game, this has to be a game where you keep the score low. We need a defensive score to win this football game. We do. And we definitely need max protect and try to keep their defense on their heels by running the football with Ashton Genty. Big Mike, how do you see Ashton Genty getting going today? Like how does that happen from your purview?
Man, hey, get him in a rhythm. That's what has to happen. What we've seen all season is that they'll get Ashton Genty in a rhythm. Well, they'll give him a couple carries and then they'll take it away. They'll move on to somebody else. They'll put somebody else in, whether it was Zamir White at the beginning of the season or our guy Mostert, right? But they need to keep feeding him. Keep feeding him. Let him get into a rhythm and exceed 30 carries today. Exceed 30 target, 30, whether it's passes or runs, give him the ball 30 times. Got to put him in a rhythm. I think that's the way to do it. Give him short fields too. Defense has to show up and give this offense short fields. And, if we can get some scores, whether it's defense or special teams, that'll really help too.
So, and also listen, and I didn't forget about that. Listen, the Raiders, every time whether on offense or defense, it is 11 verse 12 or 11 verse 14 because the refs in the National Football League, and listen, there's been numerous studies done, and I've read, we spoke about this. The Chiefs always get favor with the zebras.
Yeah.
And this is why the Raiders definitely have to get in their duffel and play mistake-free football, because you're going to have some penalties that are going to be given to the Raiders that might not be warranted. Yep. You're going to have situations with Juwan Taylor where this guy false starts every single play, play, and it's never called. So listen, man, this is going to be a tough game. My guy, Big Little Bosco, is Brock playing or is he still GTD? Listen, I don't know. I know Brock isn't playing, but I don't know if he got the draws. I don't know if he got the draws like Tommy from Martin, man. GTD. I don't know. That's Brock's business, Little Bosco. I don't know. I don't know what that man's doing in his bedroom, man. You got to chill, Big Little Bosco. We got to chill, yo. He got the draws. My guy, Rudy the Vet Russo, is about to be unceremoniously blocked. He comes in here with his ruffian tactics. Should I start Cliff Branch or Fred Biletnikoff at my wide receiver in fantasy football tonight? Look, I'm going to be honest with you. You got to go with Cliff Branch, man. He is a long ball threat, and at this age, every man is a long ball threat because your balls drop every 2 years. It's a family show. What the F is going on here? Rudy the Vet Russo, man, what the F is...
Man, you a bitch. You a bitch.
Coming up in with his crop.
Hey, shout out to all my long ball threats out there, man. Hey.
Listen, man. Listen, I'm almost 50, bro. Let me tell you something, man. I am a long ball threat right now, too.
Right.
Oh, my God, man. We're having way too much fun here, yo. Hey, Chuck, you were in that gang by yourself, man. That Chuck with his crap. Yo, my brother Andy's in a place.
Hey.
Andy is in a place, man. So our brother Andy. Andy, let me ask you a question. I know Andy is a realist. Do you see any way that the Raiders can win this game, yo?
Man, I can't wait to hear this one.
I can't wait to hear this. Andy, bro. And we have an Andy sighting in here. Andy, is there any way that we can win this damn football game, bro?
Man.
Andy, please. Sprinkle some game on us, Andy. Yo, Walt said some chicks love long ball. Yo, listen.
Hey,
Walt would know. Walt is 198 years old. If anybody would know about being a long ball aficionado, it is definitely Walt grilling toxic meats. This brother's up here grilling tilapia last week. I mean, what the F is wrong with this guy? This man is grilling a project fish. What's wrong with you, man? Yo, hug these. Smash Mahomes in the mouth. That's how we win. And that's also what she said. Beg Zoom, hug these. Oh my God. Yo.
Wow.
Yo, this show has gone. This show has gone off the rails. It is a family show. He goes, fuck no. But I do see Genty having a good game. But Spagnuolo will have Gino swinging at Ghost.
Oh, man.
So you think this is a Sam Darnold game? Seeing Ghost, man? This is crazy, yo. Yo, my guy, Rudy Russo, he goes, where's the brisket at, Big Mike? That's also what she said. That's also what she said. You guys got to chill with Big Mike and this brisket stuff.
Big Rames ain't got shit on me, man.
Honey barbecue bacon. Yo, bro, Doug. Listen, bro. Doug, Big Rames got to chill. They got to get somebody else for that fucking Arby's thing, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
it seems very phallic. It seems disgusting. Every time there's an Arby's commercial, I'm like, what the hell is this guy? And
then I think about Baby Boy when he was pile driving. Then it's like, man, this dude really got the meats, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah, man. He was pile driving Sheree from House Party, man. I said, why you do it like that, bro?
Man.
Yo, kid or play ain't have nothing on that situation.
With the fight in the background, bro.
Yeah, man. Kid or play had nothing on that. Yo, she got smashed to smithereens in that movie.
Yes,
I mean, my God. Unbelievable. Yo, Alan Dusher? What's his name?
Dusher.
Alan Docketer. I brought a subscription a few years ago, and I'm trying to slyly advertise my bullshit streaming device and has been unceremoniously blocked by Wasted Talent. You get the F up out of here. There's no free advertising over here. Alan Dusher.
Man.
Yep. And Richard Snyder has spoken some blasphemy. Wait, hold on. Bo Jackson broke his hip and couldn't be a great. Probably broke too many bats on his leg while playing baseball. What the F are you talking about? You do not sully the name of the great Bo Jackson ever in my chat. It is the random. It's so random. Him and Hug D's are having a Bo Jackson argument. Guys, this is not 1987. This ain't 1989. This ain't 1990. Stop with your crap. What's wrong with you, man? What's wrong? Listen, that's right. You about to get burnt. What the F is wrong with you? You don't ever talk about Bo. That's right. You're about to get blocked, Rich Snyder. Mr. Akon, he said, pastrami and chili cheese omelet, butter, bacon, biscuit rolls. Oh, the F is wrong with you, man. Mr. Akon's about to get blocked too. The meat aficionado himself. What the F's wrong with you?
Man.
And Renz says, Bo is the reason I'm a Raider fan. That's right. That's right. Bo and ODB is the reason he's a Raider fan and a Wu-Tang Clan person, Mr. Duran. The F is wrong with you. You about to get a lifetime ban, bro. The F is wrong. You don't ever talk about Bo. Wait.
Man.
It be your own fans calling Bo soft. Yeah, you can't ever call Bo soft, bro. What the F is wrong with you? Bo was cut out. Bo don't need no blocking. You ain't hear that story from Tim Brown? Bo Jackson was an absolute animal. Don't ever talk about Bo because he had a hip issue. And you'd be the same one who would be up here bloviating about some player that the Raiders didn't even approach greatness. Bo, no. Don't you ever talk about Bo. You could be a Tim Brown. That's not mutually exclusive that you can't be a Bo Jackson fan too. I'm a fan of all of these guys.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I am a fan of Mervin Fernandez. I'm a fan of James Jett. I'm a fan of everybody. Bro, I'm a fan of anybody. Charlie Garner.
Mm-hmm.
What the F is wrong with you? My guy Rube with the $20 slapperoonie. The Chiefs are fully healthy with all their speedsters. If Caillou Blue can't hang, do we throw our speedster rookie Darian Porter out there? I'm a try by fire type of guy.
Yep.
I don't want to ruin a young cornerback's confidence. Bro, listen, I think he's going to have to play. They're going to be a situation where they're going to be spread out 3 wide. You're going to have high. It's going to be a track meet out there today.
Yeah.
You know, Worthy, fastest guy damn near in the league. Hollywood Brown, you know, Rice doing all the underneath stuff, right? And stretching the field, being that 9 guy too, right? You got a situation where he has a full assortment of his weapons, and Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs want to show everybody that they're back. They want to show everybody that they might be the class of the AFC.
Yeah.
Look, man, this got to be a hard-hitting game. The Raiders don't have enough talent really to go after and beat the Chiefs, you know, without playing hard-nosed, smash-mouth football. Sometimes football is about physicality. Sometimes football is about who's willing to die the hardest. And you can say pause if you effing want to. But let me tell you something, bro. Sometimes you got to go out there and bust people in the mouth.
Yep.
Right? You got to bust people in the mouth like a bukkake scene. You have to go out there. you got to go out there and you have to fucking hit somebody, man. I'm telling you right now. And you guys need to understand this. This is the way that the Giants beat the Patriots in 2007 in the Super Bowl. You got to hit people. Waste it. Send Richards to the gulags for life. Listen, leave Rich alone, man. He has his opinion. I'm not going to send him to the gulags for life, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, listen, guys. But look, guys, we are it's almost game time. We got to get ready for the game. Love every single one of y'all. Hammer is going to be going live, broadcasting the game. I don't know if Graf is going to be going live. But guys, listen, this is a game where the Raiders have got to go out there. Listen, if you're going to take a penalty, make it count. If you're going to lay the wood, make sure you lay the wood with a chainsaw and not a goddamn axe. Go out there and beat this team down like the jabronis they are. F them. F them. Let's go get us a dub today, man. And let's ban these bots too. Big Mike Raider, man, you got anything on the way out, brother?
Man, hey, appreciate everybody that was watching over on my channel. If you're over here on Wace's channel, hey, make sure you guys check out Big Mike Raider, man. Go ahead and like the thumb, hit the sub, and share with your folks. Raiders by 3 today. I said it. That's all I got, bro.
That's all you got, yo. Hammer is going live. Hammer is going live, man, guys. Listen, love every single one of y'all. Salute to everyone in the chat, man. Let's go get that dub, man. Love every single one of y'all. We are out of here. Let me block these bots, man. It is so many people in here. It's unbelievable, man. Salute to everybody. Go subscribe to Big Mike Raider. Go subscribe to myself. Go subscribe to all of the channels that are linked. If you're on X and you're watching us right now, hit that sub button. Follow me on X. Follow Big Mike Raider on X. We're trying to grow on all major platforms, y'all. Listen, y'all, let's hope we get this dub. We'll be after the game doing a post-game show. Love every single one of y'all, man. We are effing out of here. And guess what, guys? We will be having a morning show entrance coming very soon. We won't keep using mine, man. You know what I'm saying? Big Mike Raider is the effing man, and he's doing his thing over here, man. Salute, Big Mike. This is a terrific show. You did your thing, brother.
Man,
everybody
here, bro. Same this way.
Let's play for rain, man. Hopefully we don't wind up in the mud, y'all. Let's get this dub, man. Peace.